Yes, I 100% know that you can make $100,000 or more in 2025. And let me go ahead and say, I'm not promoting any type of MLM or pyramid scheme or get rich quick scheme. Nothing like that at all. I'm going to talk to you about a program that you really can make money with, and it's beginner friendly. Now, I'm just going to have a casual conversation with you today, so grab your warm blanket and your coffee and let's talk through it. Okay, so here we are snuggled up, ready to talk about why you can do this. Now, before I even get into some things with you, I want you to put down in the comments why you're continuing to watch this video. You know, what is it about your life that you feel like you do need to change? You do need more income. You do need more freedom. Now, what is your thing? What is your why? Please put that in the comments because I want to know that, because that helps me to determine, what type of topics that I need to cover on my YouTubes. So tell me your why, because that's super important. So when I talk about the fact that I know you can make $100,000 in 2025, it's because I've been there, I've been in your shoes, and I know that it's absolutely possible for anybody at any level, whether you're new in your career, whether you've been in your career for 30 plus years, whether you are working in a factory or you're a corporate executive, anybody can do this on their own. The first thing that I want to talk about is starting small. I think there's so much information out there about starting an online business that people get overwhelmed. And you don't have to do that. You can start very small, do your research, find a program that's beginner friendly, and start small. And then you can earn while you are learning. So you can continue with your 9-to-5 if that's what you need to do, because I would never advocate for anybody to quit their job before they have their finances in order with their business. But start small. Don't get overwhelmed. There are many programs out there that give you every tool you need to be successful. Those are the programs that you need to start with. I'm always here to recommend those, and the Digital Growth Community to me is the best beginner-friendly program out there, just because it does give you everything you need. It gives you your website. It gives you your email automation. It gives you a community of people where you can ask questions and you get help. You actually get people to respond to you, and a mentor. When you purchase from somebody, they'll be your mentor. So that's where I would start, but start small. When you're setting your goals, make sure you think about what you can realistically take on, because you don't want to take on so much that you are lost in the sea of information and you're overwhelmed and you just give up. So start small. That is the key. And what I want you to do is, when you're doing your research on programs, once you pick one, stick to it. So many people buy a program, they're like, well, I'm not sure, here's this new shiny object, let me try that. Don't do that, because all you're going to do is get distracted, and that's going to take you away from focusing and staying on one task at a time. And that goes hand in hand in investing in your education. So when you invest, you're going to have to invest in a product. You are a product or a program, because you can't do this on your own if you don't know anything about digital marketing or creating your own products, your own courses, your own, newsletters, whatever. If you don't have that experience, you can't. You're going to have to start with a program that provides you with everything. So invest wisely. Make sure that you know exactly what's included in the program. So let me give you an example. There is a program that is $7. Okay. If a program is $7, it is not going to be worth anything, folks. So let's use, some common sense here. And what happens normally is you buy that $7 course, and then after you get some very generic, vague information, then they try to upsell you for $2,500. So just remember, you get what you pay for. You don't want to pay thousands of dollars, but you want to pay enough that you know the program is value added. So when you're starting small, you also have to be very consistent with your schedule. If you're working a 9 to 5, and I've been there, I did this, when you get home from work, you're exhausted and you feel like there is no way that I'm going to be able to come home from work every night, especially if you have kids and a family, and work on something else because you're exhausted. Well, you have to be consistent. You have to do it. You have to force yourself to do it. If you want it badly enough, you will do it. So set that schedule and write it down. I'm huge about writing stuff down because if you don't write it down, it doesn't feel like a true commitment. So write it down and say, when I come home, I'm going to get dinner on the table. I'm going to get the kids to bed. And from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., I'm going to work on my business. And it might just be an hour a day. And that's okay, because again, you are learning as you go. With a master resale rights program, which is what I'm suggesting, you can also sell that program while you're learning. So you'll want to get into it and you'll want to know the basics. Obviously, you don't want to try to sell something that you don't know much about and that you don't believe in. So yes, you'll have to get in there and start learning it, but you can turn around and resell it for 100% profits. So that's why I say learn while you earn. Now, I'm going to put up on the screen some comments that have been made on YouTube, and these are not on my videos. These are other people's videos, but their names will not be there, of course. But I want you to just see what people say about working a 9 to 5 versus their own online business. Because, you're not the only one who's out there thinking that I cannot do this another day. I'm so stressed out. I give my time and effort to somebody who doesn't even appreciate me, and I'm working 10 and 12 hours a day and barely getting by. There are lots and lots of people out there just like you. So let me show you some of these comments. Here's one that says, I'll never work a 9 to 5 again. It's the biggest scam. So when we're talking about starting an online business and that's a scam, there's some truth to that. The real scam is that we've been programmed to believe that we have to go to a 9 to 5 every day, put in our time every single day for someone else, and that's what life's about. That's what we've been programmed to believe, and it's just not true. That is the true scam. Now, does it take work to escape that? Absolutely. But it's work that you are putting into your own business and nobody else's. Here's one. A good paying 8-hour job is like a prison. I would rather work 12 hours a day and be free. So you see, I would rather put in all those extra hours on my own business because it's my time. It's my freedom. I can go and do what I need to do. If I have to take a break and run and pick up kids, I can do that. So you have to think about it in those terms as well. It's not just about money. There's also a comment that I read. I don't think I copied it on this, but it said, I would rather make $30,000 a year and be broke and working for myself than for somebody else. And it's true. And it comes down to just that time freedom, not even so much about the money, but about the mental and physical strain that it has on your body. Here's one. Work has beaten me down. This one I really, really resonate with. I got terminated for being sick. Even though I'm in the top management group and I always produce, I got terminated for being sick. Now think about that. You go to a 9 to 5 and you give them everything you've got for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And then out of the blue, bam, you're gone. You mean nothing. You mean absolutely nothing. And there are so many stories like that out there. Put your story down below for me. If you're in that situation where you have lost your job unexpectedly and you didn't know what to do, you were laid off, all of those things that are financial burdens, put those in the comments because I want to see how many people are impacted by others determining your future? So I know that a lot of this resonates with you, and that's why I really push people and talk about an online business, because there's so much more potential there for you. There is so much freedom, your own time freedom and financial freedom, that there's no question about it. There's no risk in it at all. And it's everything to gain, right? So you have control over your time. You have control over how much money you make. As a matter of fact, this is unlimited income potential. Unlimited income potential. At your job, every year you might get that lovely 2 or 3% pay increase. Woo, that's barely going to get me by. But this online business gives you unlimited income potential. Think about that. It's all about what you want to do. It's your control over it, nobody else's. The other thing that I love, that I really, really enjoy about my online business, is the creative freedom, because I can create new products. I can teach people. I can mentor people. There are so many ways that you can be creative, and you control that. You don't have to run it up through the corporate ladder and go through all the red tape for somebody to come back and tell you no, or, well, we'll consider that. And you know in your heart and soul that they're not going to. So the creative freedom is also something that I truly, truly enjoy in having an online business. Okay, so let's get back to the $100,000 and kind of talk about how's that possible, right? So I mentioned the digital growth community early on, and the digital growth community actually has 4 income streams, and you can sell from a $100 product all the way up to a $900 product. So think about that. If you sell a $900 program, 1 per day, that's $328,000 a year. And that's just 1 per day. It is doable. It is done every single day in our community. And that is just the $900 product. If you sold a $300 product, you still are going to hit your goals and exceed them. So again, the potential is there. I know you can do it. I see it every single day with my customers. I mentor people every single day who are blown away that they could actually do this. That, oh my gosh, I never knew this existed. And I know that, and I was in your shoes too, that people think, oh my gosh, doing anything online is such a scam. Well, you have to get that out of your head. You really do. Yes, there are scams. Yes, there are pyramid schemes and things that you don't want to get involved with. But a straight product that you can turn around and resell for 100% profits, there's nothing scammy there. It's a program that's already been created for you that you don't have to take the time to create. You can flip that around and try your best to make that sound like it's a scam, but it's not. It's simply an e-learning program. It's just like any other class you take online. But the benefit is, the bonus is that you get to turn around and resell it for 100% profits. It's just unheard of. It really is. So that's my spiel for today. Having coffee with you has been enjoyable, but I want you to set your goals for 2025 up here, because you deserve it and because it can be done. So get that in your head, in your mindset, that it can be done. And I'm here to help anybody who wants to ask me questions or who wants to reach out and talk more about the digital growth community. I love talking to people and helping people and helping them realize their true potential. So thank you for this time, and I'll see you on the next video.